Hello, friends. We are here at another day at CMPX, day 2. We're crushing it. We're doing good things. We're a little dying inside, but it happens on the early mornings. Excited about today's show. You may or may not know, I'm Matthew, the co-host. Here's my partner.
I'm Adam.
And this is our guest for today. Her name is Shyla. Now, Shyla and I've never met, so I'm going to be checking notes a lot here. You're brand new to me. I know that you and Adam went to high school together, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, okay. As long as the lies are off to a good start, everything's going to fall into place. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for agreeing to do the show here.
Thanks for having me.
Really excited about that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of where you are currently in the industry?
I actually started out 10 years ago. I got into a major car accident, actually. I used to own a cleaning business back then. And I had to find more so of an office job and went straight into telemarketing. This was before Bill 59 became a thing, and we were able to telemarket HVAC at that time.
Got it.
Okay. Long time,
Okay.
10
Yes.
years ago,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
So I was, telemarketing and slowly, I guess, but also quickly worked my way up from there.
What company was that with?
So I was with Cassier and Water. It was a smaller company, but more direct sales.
Okay.
I did end up co-owning the business with my business partner. Things went crazy after that. After a little while, I was with him for 8 years.
Yep.
And then I branched off, and I had applied with my boss, Andrew, probably a couple months prior to him calling me. And then he called me. He's like, "Hey, are you still looking for a job?" And I was like, "Not really. Had a bad day," and then called him back. And I went and job shadowed with him for the whole day, and kind of right away knew that I think this is a place where I could really find myself growing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started off as business development manager, and currently I am assistant general manager.
And this is with your friend Andrew.
Par Mechanical, Plumbing and Heating. We are out of Stratford.
Okay. Awesome.
Stratford.
Well, that is...
What's unique about Stratford, Matthew?
Don't bring it
So
up.
in Stratford, you're not going to believe this. It's going to blow your mind. There's this guy from there. His name is Ed Carey. Now, you might not know Ed Carey, but Ed Carey went to high school with a guy named John Petroschi, something like that.
Okay.
Now, John Petroschi, he used to live next door to this guy named Justin Bieber.
Crazy.
And Justin Bieber was from Stratford. But I don't care about him. I care about this John Petroni guy. He owes me
All that
$5. I'm coming for you, John. Stratford.
You get them.
He
That's
knows.
what's important?
He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Know all about Stratford.
So, how long have you been with Par Mechanical now?
I'm coming up to a year and a half. So
You're brand new.
Yeah,
Okay.
brand new, but also feel like I've been there for my whole 10 years in the trades. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. I know Andrew, your boss.
Yes.
Known him for years. Done training for him and his company, and he's a great guy. Great vision of the industry and that kind of thing. So you're in a good spot, I would say.
I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that he's given me. I was able to quickly, obviously, from business development manager, work my way up to assistant general manager. And so that also goes with a lot of trust. So he's really trusted me with both operational side of the business and then the technical side of the business with everyone on the field, right? So
Right.
it goes a long way, and I think that goes to show why I'm in my position now, the trust I've built.
I'm excited to hop into the technical part of that conversation, but your roots in the telemarketing of HVAC side of things, how do you feel that either helped or hindered you in the move into where you are now?
Helped because I learned the bad and the ugly about it.
That's well said.
I didn't go to school for the trades. I did get my business diploma, but otherwise I learned what not to do.
Yep.
And I think getting your
half the
true
battle.
hands-on experience in the business is the best way to learn.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so I've learned the good, the bad, the ugly. I've learned it all. And so I think starting kind of at the bottom of the totem pole really helped me figure out what's good, what's great, what not
Absolutely.
to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it shaped me a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
What challenges or opportunities have you faced building a career in the industry? Is there one thing that sticks out? I know, obviously, there was a challenge on the telemarketing side.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a challenge in itself. But was there anything else that comes to mind as your career has kind of grown over the last 10 years?
Yes, being a female, being 28, being young, and not getting that full trust from people right off the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
I think customers will come up to me and want to schedule a quotation, and they look at me and they're like, "Hey, okay, who's coming to the quote?" And I'm like, "Well, it's myself." And they're a little taken back because they're like, "Okay, well, you're 28 years old, you're maybe in the business for 10 years, and you're a female. Are you going to know exactly what I need as a customer?" And so that's the challenge, but a challenge provides me the opportunity to also prove to them exactly what I know and what I'm capable of, and I'm really able to help them with what they need. So
I'm genuinely curious about this. The people that give you static specifically about being a lady in the industry selling HVAC, when they give you that grief, do you punch them right in the face? Like for real, for real,
I've
for
been
real.
told not to, just so I
That's
don't
dumb.
lose
You
my
should.
job and HR doesn't get mad at me. But I mean, it's definitely a thought, intrusive thoughts.
I have got a
course,
little
of
experience with
course.
HR.
I could never guess that.
I can get you through HR.
Okay, hit a couple people the ukulele over the head.
You know me.
Yeah, I do.
I do think that's
so well for just meeting. Can't believe it.
It irks me. It bugs me that would ever be an obstacle. I get it and I understand it, but I wish it didn't even have to be part of the
That's
conversation.
okay.
You know.
Like I said, it brings opportunities, so it's not a big deal.
Part two to that question was, for me, was, have you seen more women in the industry and it evolve as the industry's progressed over 10 years in your career? And do you like where it's headed, or do you think there can be more done to grow interest from women in the industry?
I think that it's heading in the right direction. I think more people like myself, more women like myself, getting onto podcasts. You know, I've seen the Women in the Trades booth over there.
Yep.
I think we have enough women who are advocating for more of women to come into the trades. If I could say anything, it would just be, don't be scared. There's a place for you here.
Yes.
It's a welcoming place, and I think gentlemen and guys are more inclined to hearing female thoughts and women's thoughts as well. So I think it works in both ways, and them coming into the business, I think it's not scary. It might be scary at first, but just hop in and it's worth it.
Yeah, that's really well put. I like how you put that.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, geez, you look this way. If the cameras should turn around, you just see a sea of dudes, you know. But there's cable ladies peppered in there.
They're
I like
there.
I like where it's coming.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Matthew's got this next topic that he wants to bring up with you, and I'm going to let him do it because he just can't wait to talk about
It's
it.
the only thing, not the only thing, but it's one of the main ones that I really was excited to chat with you. So you have your residential heat loss, heat gain certification.
I do.
How did it go? Where did you get it? What do you think? Would you still use it? I'm sorry, I'm going to stop it now. Just start from the beginning. Where did you get it, and how did it come to be?
That's okay.
See how excited he is? He can't even put it into words.
It is exciting, and I love to learn, so I was excited to go get it myself.
Okay.
The reason we wanted myself to do it is we were getting kind of into the rebates, and at that point in time, the rebates, it was a demand that you had to have that calculation completed.
Right.
So we wanted to be one of the one-stop shops and be able to provide that as well.
Yep.
I did it through HRAI,
Okay.
and my teacher, I think he's here actually, I'm going to go visit him after, but
Cool.
it was a very challenging course, I would say, but also very worth it.
Did you move, you were talking about the rebates, did you move forward with that and get your energy audit as well, or no? No, just the heat loss, heat gain from
just the heat
HRAI.
loss, heat gain.
So you would go in to homes, do the proper measurements, the windows and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really important for obviously the equipment and the comfort of the home. I was
Yes!
actually having a conversation about there's different ways that we can save the customer money too. Let's say that you have to have a higher BTU for the AC.
Yeah.
And it's a higher cooling load, but then you look at the windows and you figure out the solar gain that they're receiving from the windows or the patio doors. Now, is it cheaper? Is it cheaper to replace that window or those patio doors than it is to upgrade your cooling load, right? So
Yeah.
there's so many different ways that it benefits the customer if you give them that proper information. And I don't think enough people in the industry yet. I think we're focused on that path getting there about more education and figuring out that heat loss, heat gain. But I think it's the most important part. People are just replacing like for like 60,000 BTU, 60,000 BTU.
Yeah.
But there's so much more math and design behind it that makes what we do
All he can do is
calculation.
smile. Like, this is music.
If
to
honestly,
his
it feels like my
ears.
lips are going to curl into my ears.
It
It's
feels like you're just playing the ukulele out of your lips to him right now.
Yeah.
100% correct. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
We oversize things a lot.
a ton.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was with oversizing our heating side, and we tend to, especially in buildings with lots of windows, we undersize our cooling loads.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real fine line.
Or
And
the issue, if you oversize your cooling, you have
gotta
humidity
breathe.
problems. So
one more time on that one, sorry.
if you oversize your cooling load, then you have humidity issues, which comes to a whole nother can of worms.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Just fantastic.
He
Just
loves
fantastic.
anything technical. Doesn't matter who he's talking it with.
Well, look at that.
He
A
just-
woman in the
he
trades
just loves
talking
it.
technical.
That's not surprising to me. It's hearing someone talk about heat loss, heat gain, and
Yeah.
actually understand where that fits into the conversation.
It was
That
really,
part's important to me.
it was worth it for sure.
There's so many people out there that put in a system and they guess. Or like, do you remember the days of us selling water heaters together? And we would talk to some of the older generation contractors,
Mhm.
and they would literally size the water heater by this method.
Yep.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You hold your hands up like this, and if the house, you stand at the curb and look at the house, and if the house fits in between your hands,
And it's a 40.
it's a 40.
Yeah.
And if it's outside, it's a 50.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how they size water heaters.
Or customers
Not
will
all
just,
people, but like there were some guys out there that did it that
yeah.
way.
Or
So
customers will
this
complain and they'll just say, hey, like I'm not getting enough heat, and then technicians will just go and install a bigger unit, and they don't
Absolutely.
realize that they're not thinking about the ductwork
Yeah,
design.
the whole time that they were standing there, the furnace filter was actually the problem, and the unit was doing just fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
Just delightful. I would really like to keep that conversation going, but Kyle's sitting there with his old. So, anyways,
what's your favorite type of install and why?
I thought
Can
about
be
this.
anything.
I thought about this long and hard, and I would say that anything hydronic heating is actually my favorite. And the reason being is it brings me into many different buildings.
Okay.
We did a helicopter, massive in-floor heating system
Yep.
at a helicopter pad in Waterloo.
like a snow melt or a proper heating?
Both, yeah. So it was actually such a cool installation. The system itself is really cool, but I think the places that it brings me, pig barns and just different factories and stuff. Like I get excited about the place that you're gonna see a lot of those, and it's artwork on its own.
100% agree,
I like
yeah.
watching our installers really put together an art piece, and
Yeah.
it's nice seeing the end of it as well. So from the beginning to the end, I think hydronic heating would be something that I like.
It's like you downloaded Matthew's brain before you came here and knew exactly
Yeah, like,
what he wanted to hear.
I kind of feel like I'm being punked a little bit. Like if you're serious, then we're best friends.
look,
but if any of this
Ashton
is
Kutcher's
untrue,
hanging out over there.
Ashton Kutcher? Who? I don't need Ashton Kutcher. I just want to talk about boilers all day. So, you like hydronics. If I don't ask this one here, what's the point of what we're doing? Fire tube or water tube heat exchangers?
Fire.
Why?
That's what Andrew's taught me.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair answer. Okay.
Yeah.
There's, hey, again, this whole thing could be debated and discussed for 1,000 years. If you're an IBC fire tube, I get it. Very first company that I ever worked for in the industry, I sold Amana furnaces,
Okay.
and I was 20. That's it, just 20. I went to work with a SpongeBob SquarePants hat on. That's how 20 years old I was. Anyway, and I remember for the first year of it, I was so enthralled by how amazing Amana furnaces were. I just
Yeah.
want everybody to know about the good things about Amana. And then as I grew up and progressed, I'm like, oh, there's a whole lot more to this world and conversations.
Well, maybe you can teach me what you like.
I pretty much like anything that just heats water. For example, if you have a plastic bag with water in it and hold over a fire, you can heat that water without melting the plastic bag. Fascinating. It doesn't matter what name's on the box. When the name is on the box is irrelevant. The person installing it and the person doing the servicing for it, that's what sells these
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, fair
Absolutely.
enough.
You know this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like we could just go on.
I feel like it
all
could just
day
go
long,
on and on and on here.
but,
Cancel the rest.
We're getting
The eyes?
the watch look
Yeah.
by
The
Mr.
watch and the
Producer
eyes.
over there. So we're gonna wrap things up a little bit. But if you could change one thing in the industry, anything you want, what would it be?
More education.
More education.
I think it
Like
just
it.
would set a bigger standard across all of us if people weren't out there just replacing like for like, and there was a lot more education and thought behind each install.
Yeah.
I truly think that we could set a different industry standard.
Bless your heart. What a great answer.
Thank you.
I couldn't agree more. And what better way to get that education by tuning into the MechBiz podcast, hosted by these two gentlemen and produced by the beautiful Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us. You mean the world to me. That was wonderful.
We got one question.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
curious about to know the answer. I think I know the answer, but
Okay.
what does Shyla like to do outside of work? What is something you enjoy doing?
What do you think the answer is?
I think you're a world traveler.
I love to travel. Definitely love to travel. I have a motorcycle, so
Didn't know that. That's
I
pretty
like
cool.
to fish. I'm basically an
Country girl.
outdoors country girl. That's was stuck in the city, but then I moved to Paris, so now we're good.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure
Thanks for
talking to
having
you.
me.
That was a ton of fun. You had me at Boilers, you lost me at the motorcycle, but
Sorry.
that meant the world to me. I really enjoyed that
Okay,
chat. That was a ton
thank
of
you.
fun.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
very
having
much.
me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Take
Cheers.
care.